looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's ball. Wide open spaces. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And being up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Takes the handoff. It's ball. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Lagway. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds his man. It's Livingston. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to find another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Florida! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense, and then he couldn't catch it.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way coast to coast on that touchdown.
And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. in the end zone. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quarterback adapting. A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and to keep the drive going.
With the catch, it's Sturdivant. Oh, spins away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Power football with the run. Turning on the Jets. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. The Gators are in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on 3rd down. There's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to find a way to stay on.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Let's see what he can get done. Never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Running into the open space. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now he's going to break the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Rushes on him. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen.
Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The RPO, it's complete. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Nowhere to
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback extends the play. It's picked off, and they rule. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He's loose. It's a running room. The 20. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it to him on the screen. It's a seam wide open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Going to swing it on second down. Flips it out on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Such a great job on the defense of winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third long. Third long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. Taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. He's in open space downfield. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He turns it loose to the left. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Caught. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU right back to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, LSU! A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Owens. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it down the right side. Off and running. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, not a spec. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggie.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's caught. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Wide open spaces. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on third down. They made a big one there.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to...
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he loses the football on the return. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Reed. Buys a little extra time. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Going right and going deep. On third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. On the move, he fires.
by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now it is not looking good.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterbacks are a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Running to Green. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the screen. Runs through a tackle. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Aggie! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Spits it out to the back. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
That keeps the score. LSU 31, Texas A&M 23.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end end zone. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
From the gun. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Turns it loose deep. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
This is a huge play call now for the offensive coordinator. 2-minute situation, down in the game, 4th quarter, 4th down. What can you dial up here to keep this drive alive and keep your chances alive of winning this game?
That is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead.
And that may have been this team's last chance to tie this game. You're trailing with under a minute to go. You just got to give your kicker an opportunity. He tried his best, but unable to convert on that field goal.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's It's Anderson. Inside the 25. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pollack and welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will kick it away first. And he'll just take... And this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's ball. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Converts on 4th down, and he pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Got his man. Quick step and go. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown Gators.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Makes a move. Got him in the room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lagway. The sure hand, it's Sturdivant. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's ball. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air. It's Glagway. Under fire. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Pressure coming. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Glagway. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. The quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks the tackle. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Gets rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll move the wide receiver. He might want another play. Moore to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Hawkins. Caught close to the marker, it's Lagway. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. Ball is free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least
breaks away in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to him early, some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get to him as he throws.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Moore will throw. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! And the comeback is on.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. He fires one deep over the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got a man. It's ball. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires left. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge... Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. And you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him and to keep the drive alive.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the... It'll be first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Gators are on the move. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He'll try it again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Hauls it in. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Right back to the well. wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Now adjusting. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. A rather ill-advised move that leaves his team in the hole. He's out of bounds at his own 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. His drive will open from the 15. Might be calling a hot route. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy?
Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves.